I was looking at Julie pictures and I'm like, "Ugh, this is so boring. Another blonde doll. No, 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 no." Then I got a Julie. I get it. I get the Julie hype. I get it. Hey everybody, welcome back to Room for Dolls. If you're new here, welcome. Again, I've been unpacking my dolls. If you haven't seen my previous videos, go back and check it out. I'm in a new house, I'm unpacking, and I'm showing you my historical dolls, and I've basically finished up what I have of the Pleasant Company years, what I consider the Pleasant Company years plus kit. For me, there's sort of the first three dolls, and then the Pleasant Company years I would consider till Josefina. And then after that, you have what Pleasant Rowland was like super involved in. So I do like American Girl. I enjoy collecting it. I have no ambitions to collect everything, and I do not generally like their outfits. You'll see this in upcoming videos, but I collect a few specific collections of clothes from American Girl. Because I think certain things they do can be of a high quality, but I find that generally like a lot of the outfits with certain dolls are kind of a mediocre quality, or it's like missing something as far as like that period feel of like, oh, it's from this era. I'll get into that another time, but I still think to this day American Girl makes really beautiful dolls. There's so many and I would never have them all. I don't feel good when I have more than I actually enjoy. So I make a big effort to hang on to the ones that I really, really enjoy. So I'm gonna move on now and show you the later historical dolls I have. I have a few more than this that are not here right now. Some are in the US. When it comes to the best friend dolls, I have an Elizabeth, and I also have a Nellie back at home, which I can't wait to get. Nellie's probably my favorite of the best friend dolls. Right now I only have this Elizabeth with me. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep her. It's kind of weird because this is even interesting for me because when I look in the camera and see her in the camera, I find her very, 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 very beautiful. And I bought her because of that, but she doesn't feel like the one. Now, I don't want to sell her until I find one. But this doll I don't have a super like strong connection to, but I love the way she feels. She's definitely one of the earlier ones. I don't think she's a first edition. Her hair is a little dry on the end, and she wasn't minty when she came to me. She was definitely used, but not abused, I would say. She doesn't have her pin curls. And I don't know, part of me wonders if because this has happened to me, I feel like if I put her in a different outfit, I might like really love her more than I do. I'm noticing her dress has some stains, but with Elizabeth, see, this is a good example. This hot pink dress, and I'm sorry, if anyone likes it, I understand. I'm not against pink. I actually like pink, but I think, again, this is just symbolic for me that it's like hot pink. And she's one of the ones that sort of came out pretty early on when Mattel started to be in charge of things. And it's like, you had to start with hot pink, did you? But I have no problem with pink in general. It's just, this seems very unlikely that you'd see a girl in hot pink walking around Williamsburg with Felicity, you know? But I think Elizabeth has some really pretty things in her collection. I think it was really great when they did the very faded sort of blue, like powdery blue tea dress, I think it is, that she has. I don't know if it's made out of linen, but that's super gorgeous and that makes sense to me. And she also, I don't love the material, but she has the kind of green colored dress. I think it's her Christmas dress. Very, very pretty. I don't remember the other dresses that she has, but I think the green-blue direction they went with her was really lovely, and suits her so much more than this hot pink dress. So my plan is, if I get like her, I want to get that blue dress, that her tea dress, again, I believe is what it's called. I'd love to have that outfit for her and kind of keep her in that, not this, because she feels like she belongs, yeah. She feels like she belongs in the Pleasant Company section to me, because she isn't, excuse me, not the Pleasant Company section, but like she doesn't stick out in the sense of being more shiny and bright. I think you guys might know what I mean if you collect Pleasant Company. I sort of have the Pleasant Company dolls together, and when I put her with them, she looks like she goes with them even though she's from the Mattel era. but this hot pink dress really makes her stick out. So I feel like if she's in that powdery blue dress, I can happily stick her next to those Pleasant Company dolls, and she feels like she belongs there. So anyway, yep, this is Elizabeth. And another thing, when I got her, and I sort of thought, well, after some time, I was like, I don't know if she's the one. What I did is I actually I removed her head, and I fixed her eyes, because after looking at her for a while, I think her eyes were a little wonky. Not the way Josefina molds are today with the American Girl line, but more like maybe she got knocked around in the box, and I made her eyes more symmetrical, and I think that did help a lot. So in a way with this Elizabeth, I'm waiting to see like what I can do with her outfit, and see if like maybe she is the one. Very surprisingly, my Julie doll, who I got only a few months ago, and she's in this hot pink outfit. I tried my best, and it's kind of, I don't know. So, okay, so here's my thing, and I say this to anybody who's skeptical on Julie. I was very skeptical of Julie. I was sort of like, I was looking at Julie pictures, and I'm like, ugh, blonde, ugh, like I just, no, like this is so boring, another blonde doll. Then I got a Julie, and I might have just lucked out, and she is so cute in person. She is so cute in person. Oh my God. I get it. I get the Julie hype. I get it. Now, I don't know which edition of Julie this is. I think it's the BeForever, and I'm surprised. I believe I have an original one at my house. I'm not remembering right now. I'm pretty sure I do. I just have to ask. Like the one where she's in her original meat, not the BeForever version. But I'm just so shocked about how cute this Julie is. And again, the Julie lovers, you're probably like, of course she is. But I'm just saying, like, when you get these Pleasant Company ones and you're like, another Josefina, another, blonde haired, she's so cute. And the thing is, her original outfits are so cute. I love the browns and the reds. It's such an amazing collection, I think. I think it's underrated. It's not underrated by the people who love Julie, but I think like basically the BeForever Julie, and that's why I think she's BeForever, 2 reasons. She has, the thing is, if anyone knows, because it's kind of confusing, I forgot when she was released, but okay, so she has these tags, but they do not say a year. I'm just double checking. Yeah, this doesn't say a year, so it doesn't say 2014, so I can't say for sure, but she came in the BeForever stuff, this person I bought her from. And for the record, again, I was surprised. These pants, again, they're hot pink, not my favorite. I put her in the sweater just to give her something that didn't look like Barbie. These are a great quality. I thought that these hot pink pants were superb quality. So I don't think I'll ever sell these, but I want to find something that it goes with. I have her denim top. I don't know, maybe I'll put her back in that. It might look better. I think it was just the contrast was too harsh, so I just put her in this. I know, I'm like, I don't like pink, so I put her in another pink top. But anyway, I was surprised about how high of a quality these were. So so she came with these and the top that goes with it. And these platform yellow whatevers. So she came with that. She also came with her BeForever. There's like this sundress that's pink. But then, and I thought this was interesting, she came with her original skates from like the first release of Julie. They look hard to get. I see them, well, not hard to get, but I see them listed, and it's definitely the first like edition of those, not the BeForever. But I think she's BeForever. Let me know though, because she doesn't have how would I know? Can someone tell me? She's so cute. I couldn't believe it. I felt so bad for not being enthusiastic about her, but now I am. And yeah. I can't wait to get this one's collection. She's, of the later historicals, she's the one I'm the most excited about getting her stuff for. She needs to be in not pink right now. And this is a Nanea doll, and I do have her meat outfit. Now, unfortunately, she reeked. Probably the first doll I've ever bought that reeked of mothballs. Reeked. It was gross. I was like, what the heck? But I felt bad, and but this is my first Nanea mold, and she is a really pretty doll, and but the thing is, and again, I'd love to be convinced otherwise, but I'd say Nanea might have like my least favorite collection. It feels the most Mattelified. I just don't feel like it looks convincingly period. Now, I'm a sewer, or I'm a new sewer. I shouldn't say I'm a sewer. I feel like that is not totally true. I have sewn things, but I'm interested in developing my sewing skills by making things for my dolls. And part of me thought it'd be fun to like make her own version of her collection, maybe with more muted colors to just make it feel more convincing. Because her story and her idea, I think it's great. The doll's very sweet, but I look at all the pieces in her collection and I like literally don't care to buy any of them. I like having the meat outfit for like completist reasons, but I just think that the other pieces look too, I don't know, like they just don't look convincing. I think you guys know what I mean. But again, I really, you know, love being convinced otherwise, so let me know your thoughts. I love to kind of go, oh yeah, I'm like basically saying I love to be impressionable, but I can find love in any of them. Really, like other collectors make me enthusiastic about things that I didn't realize. So I find Nanea to be a very cute doll. I think this is a great mold. She still smells faintly of mothballs. What I did end up doing with her is I like washed her hair, and I don't use conditioner. I do not use any product ever. However, with this doll, I did soak her with a bit of, not her face, but her hair. I did do a little bit of dish soap. I think that's the only thing that you can like really use, but I've never used product, even dish soap, on any of the doll's hair. This doll, I've never smelled mothballs so strongly, like it was so bad. And it's like, what am I gonna do? I almost felt like I couldn't sell her to someone else without, like ethically, without going, this doll reeks of mothballs. So I kind of felt like it forced my hand, like I had to use something. I did a baking soda on her limbs, and her hair, like, you know, it stayed in a nice place, and she faintly smells still. But what I am gonna do this summer, I did it on a warm winter day, but over the summer I'm gonna leave her outside, probably like overnight where she can't get rained on. I mean, she needs to be aired out. I would say on a scale of 1 to 10 though, she was like, you know, a 500, smelling like mothballs, and now she's like a 3. It's not that bad. You have to like, but sometimes if I move her, I get a whiff of it and I'm like, ew. Now, this is a doll I'm not sure that I'm gonna keep, but I'm not sure because in a way, if that other Julie is a BeForever, I kind of just want to have the BeForevers together. Again, in one of my previous videos, I said I kind of want to get like, some of these, I want to have them all just for like a week and then like take a picture and go, okay, like almost do that and then get rid of them. But this is a BeForever Samantha. I got her used. She's in great condition. Some of these dolls, because I packed them, their hair is a little, there's some flyaways. I'll take care of them. I don't know. I've seen pictures of this doll and I think she's so, so cute. She's in a Janie and Jack outfit at the moment. Pink looks great on her. These are the dolls that are all dressed in pink, you might have noticed. Pink does look great on her. I think I want to get her in her original meat outfit for the BeForever because she does look very sweet. The only dolls I feel quite interested in having are the Felicity. I think she's quite cute. I don't love the meat dress. The Samantha. I also would love a BeForever Molly. I think the BeForever Molly is probably one of the best like reimaginings of her outfit. I think she's so freaking cute. Like, but she's actually kind of pricey to find the original BeForever Molly. I don't know if they didn't make as much of her. I think they retired her earlier, but she's so cute. Like, I really want to find her, but I don't want to pay that much. So I don't know. She's also not high on my priority list, but she's so cute. So again, the Felicity, the Molly, the Samantha. I have to think. The kit, I don't really feel like I'm interested in the BeForever. Nanea, no. Yeah, and the Julie. Julie has some cute stuff, but her collection's going pink and like cartoony. I just don't like it, but I thought this Samantha was very sweet. And I've seen a lot of pictures of this Samantha on Instagram where people put her in other outfits and she looks very, very cute. I feel like she photographs well. In a way, like doing this video, I'm realizing these dolls in person, I'm like, they're cute, they're nice, but they photograph well, which I think says a lot because they're trying to sell them, so they make them look good for the camera, not for the feeling in person. Anyway, those are the historicals that I have for now. Next, I'll show you basically my Truly Me dolls that I have from Mattel's line. And I also have a few customs that I've started to mess around with, so that'll be a little fun. I'm not an expert customizer, but I've started to feel like, hey, just go for it, because a lot of you just do it, and it feels like it's okay to do. So anyway, have a super week, and I'll speak with you guys later. Bye-bye.